For more insight, let's get to Clayton Davis, the Senior Film Awards editor of Variety magazine. All right, so there are surprises and snubs every time awards nominations get announced. Let's talk about the two biggest movies, of course, Barbie and Oppenheimer. They got people excited about going to the theater again, and I'm sure Golden Globes is hoping they're going to get people excited about watching the awards show too.
Yeah, this becomes like the first year in a while that consumers are really going to be aware of the movies that are in the race. Barbenheimer dominated the summer. Barbie leading the tally with 9 nominations, tying the record for the second most nominated film in Golden Globes history, next to Cabaret. It's only two behind Nashville, which nabbed 11 back in the 70s. But this is going to be an inevitable battle that we're going to be seeing play out throughout award season. Coincidentally, Barbenheimer do go against each other in 3 categories of the Globes because they do delineate drama across from comedy and musical. But they're going to be the leading contenders. Poor Things and Killers of the Flower Moon also doing very well with 7 noms apiece. And this is a very, very exciting race. This is probably one of the more competitive races we've had in some years.
Any surprises? Any things that surprised you when the nominations were announced?
Well, with the Globes expanding their nomination tally to 6 in each category, it didn't leave that many surprises looming in the wings. However, The Color Purple missing out on a Best Picture comedy or musical nomination was quite surprising. Joaquin Phoenix landing a nomination for Beau is Afraid on the comedy side instead of Napoleon, which would have happened on the drama side. But everyone was pretty predicted. I mean, this is a new voting group. A lot of new members in this. A lot of the old members are gone. So this is a new, refreshing Globes that a lot of people weren't really keen on knowing what they were going to do because they don't know these voters in this voting body. They actually hit pretty standard spots throughout. Also, America Ferrera missed out a nomination for Barbie when she had a double year with Dumb Money. Was actually a little sad to see, but the race continues. And like your package just said earlier, we have a lot of stops on the award train leading to Oscar nominations in January. This is just one of the many that will happen along the way.
Okay, so let's talk about the snubs because there were some. Sheryl Lee Ralph from Abbott Elementary, Jennifer Aniston for The Morning Show. No love for either of those actors. So is there a snub that surprised you the most? I know a lot of people online, they're talking all over social media, they're talking about Little Mermaid not being included.
Yeah, Little Mermaid was expected to pop up in a few places like lead actress comedy or musical for Halle Bailey, especially the given year that she had with The Color Purple. You mentioned Abbott Elementary, Sheryl Lee Ralph, and Janelle James all missing there. Also Tyler James Williams, who won supporting actor on the TV side last year. And Jennifer Aniston, today on the cover of our Variety Extra edition, talks about The Morning Show in her first interview after the passing of Matthew Perry on Friends. A little sad to not see her there. But, the TV side of the Globes has always been a little unpredictable. They do favor a lot of new coming shows. However, The Crown, which was nominated on the drama side, first show to be nominated for every season of its existence, which they don't do very often. So congratulations to Netflix on that side, who also led the tally on films.
Okay, so we've got a minute left. Let's talk about the new categories. There are 2 new ones for the 2024 awards. There's cinematic and box office achievement in motion pictures, which seems that doesn't really have much to do with, how good necessarily a movie is. It's how well it did. And then there's best stand-up comedian on television. So any predictions for this? What can you tell us about these new categories?
Well, looking at the stand-up comedian side, this is a category that should have been instated a long time ago. Stand-up comedy has been doing very well. It's very popular. You see a lot of them trending on the streaming platforms with a new comedy special dropping. It was sad not to see John Mulaney nab a nomination for Baby J or Tom Segura for Sledgehammer, or even Marlon Wayans from HBO, who had God Loves Me. When it came to the cinematic and box office achievement, to qualify for that, you have to gross more than $150 million at the box office. Now, a lot of people find this to be a little controversial because we already had Barbenheimer in the race.
Yeah.
But it was a way to get Taylor Swift into the mix, who is not eligible for an Oscar nomination.
Well, you know what? If the Swifties are happy, so am I. Clayton Davis, Senior Film Awards Editor of Variety magazine. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.